Hi everybody, it's Joe Progo. Welcome to the weekend. Welcome, you made it. It's not Joe Progo, it's Joe. It's just Joe. Welcome to OutOfThisBinary. Welcome to Halloween. Happy Halloween to all of you. I decided to be a carrot going as a dandy. A dandy carrot? A carrot lion? Dandy carrot lion. You get the picture. This week we've been talking about gender segregated spaces, so let's get right to it. First, what is a gender segregated space even? So a gender segregated space is any space that is like reserved for one gender in particular, or reserved for like a particular gender or group of genders. I guess like a transgender space could be gender segregated. No, that's a big umbrella. That one doesn't work out. Clearest example of this is restrooms, public restrooms especially, which are often reserved for either females or males, boys or girls, men or women. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. So anyways, gender segregated space like a restroom where only women, one restroom is reserved for only women, one for only men, which is a problem if you're non-binary. This can be other things too, like there are some schools that are for girls only or for boys only. There are some clubs like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts and Cub Scouts and Bluebirds. Is Bluebirds a thing? I might have made that up. Or what else? The Olympics. There are lots of sports that are gender segregated. When you're growing up and there are sleepovers, those are often gender segregated, like a girl's sleepover and a boy's sleepover, because obviously if you have girls and boys together, they're going to procreate, right? These kids are like 5. Why are we doing this? So anyways, gender segregated spaces there are lots of different kinds of them. I'm sure there are more that I'm not thinking of. I'm not thinking of them, so I don't know. So how to deal with them if you're non-binary or if you are not a boy or a girl, if you're intersex. 1, if this is you, like the rest of us, you're not alone. Many of us are struggling with this, dealing with this every day, and it makes all of our lives really difficult. So that, I don't know if that helps you at all, but sometimes it helps me to be able to think that, like, this is really shitty, and I'm not the only one it's really shitty for. Which kind of makes it shittier. Sorry, moving on. So, to be honest, I don't really know. Like, when I was growing up, I was really uncomfortable with gender segregation, boys and girls, and I didn't understand it very well. A lot of my best friends were boys growing up, and so it didn't make sense to me that, like, I couldn't share space with boys. When I reached a certain age, like, my mother didn't explain to me exactly why I no longer could have sleepovers with friends of mine who were boys. That would have been nice if she told me why. Anyways, so, with restrooms, it's really, like, a safety thing, I think, especially out in public. Sometimes there are gender-neutral places, but often there aren't. And I typically go into the girls' restroom because it's the safest often, and I can go with my partner. We go together. Both of us get weird looks no matter what restroom we go into, so as long as we go together. Sometimes I'll go to the men's room, especially if there's no line. I think that with gender segregated spaces, what is called for is like a revolution. Like, we have to, like, it has gender itself and segregation itself, both of those things, concepts, have to be examined and, like, kind of flipped around to be like, this isn't working. This isn't a binary dichotomy system. This is like, that's what gender looks like. Did you catch it? This is a thing where I'm like, if you're in a position where something's going on and you're not and it's for girls and you're non-binary and you want to go, but you don't know if you should because it's for girls and you're not a girl. I think this is something where it's like, if you can, if it's safe, if you're comfortable, talk about it. Because I don't know what the solution is per se, but I know that us being silent about it and not showing up to places is going to it's not going to create more spaces for us. It's just we're going to be isolated, like many of us are. So I think we really need to like talk about it and talk to these segregated spaces about it, because like talking about bathrooms over and over again, there are places with gender neutral bathrooms now. Like there's a university I'm looking at going to, UW, and they have gender neutral restrooms on campus, and that's really cool. And that's probably, I'm sure, because people who aren't male or female, people who are other genders, remember it's big, spoke up and said we need restrooms too. You can't make restrooms for two genders and expect everybody to get to go pee in safety. So I think when it comes to like sports teams, when it comes to sleepovers, when it comes to education, it all is like the system that we're working with is like the dichotomy that isn't real, and we're trying to bring in this reality of what our lives are like and what we need, and it's messy and it's complex, but I'm like, we just have to keep talking about it, talk about it, yell about it, make art about it, like, because I don't know what to do about this. Most of us don't know exactly what to do, and if we keep talking about it, maybe we'll figure it out. That's my thoughts to now. So, I hope you have a really great Halloween. Stay safe. Have a buddy that you trust, and have friends. If you're like me, I'm gonna stay home because I like being home. So yeah, if you don't celebrate Halloween, that's fine. What is there anything else I have to say? Oh, we're always looking for more topic ideas, and if you can diversify our channel in any way, send us an application. All the information is down below. I'm Jo. This is Out of This Binary. Welcome to the weekend. You've made it. That's the intro, not the outro, Jo. Whatever. Bye.